ZYG Trades back here with another video, and today I'm going to be going over some of the calls I made this past week in my Discord server and my theses on the coins and kind of why, in my opinion, they did well. And the reasoning for this is it might allow you guys to formulate your own theses going forward, and it'll allow you to assess coins better and see which ones might be successful and develop some reasoning behind it. So without further ado, let's get into it. Before we get into the video itself, if you guys do want to join my free Discord server, I'll have a link in my bio. We have a lot of tools in here catered to newer beginners, and I also have a bunch of free callouts. One of my more recent callouts went like 120x, and it was sent in free callouts at only a 2x, which would have given you a 60x, which is an insane return. So definitely tap in with my cord. But without further ado, let's start out with this coin right over here called White House. And let me just pull up the chart right over here. So as you guys could see, I had called this coin out at 160k market cap, and it had ended up hitting 5 million market cap, which gave us a 30x return on this play, which is absolutely insane. More than a 30x actually. It gave us like a 35x, I think. But regardless of that, the reason why I bid this coin was because if you guys are active in the meme coin space, you guys know that the White House has been posting a bunch of stuff kind of related to the trenches. When Penguin was making its run up from 100 to like 120 million market cap, the White House had actually posted a picture of the penguin that the meme coin was about. And this gave that penguin a lot of momentum. And some might even say that without the White House posting it, it might not have went to as high as it would have went. And when that coin was only sitting at 30 million-ish market cap, after the White House had tweeted a picture of it, it had ended up running to like 60 million market cap. And it was like rumored kind of that there was a new intern at the White House that was producing all this media that they were putting out on their X page that was very relevant to the trenches. So someone had devved this meme coin called the White House, and the goal was kind of to get the attention of the White House intern, and it had made a little run up at first to like 300k, but a big catalyst that had caused it to go all the way up was that the social media team of the White House had ended up posting like a little clip with some audio from like a past pump fund like coin, and that had served as a big time catalyst and allowed for a big time run up, and it had ended up going up to 5 million market cap, which is absolutely huge, especially considering the fact that we found it at 160k market cap. So this kind of shows how it's important to be able to spot catalysts and kind of front run them a little bit, because if you were active in their X community, you would have seen the catalyst like quote tweeted in their community very early, and you could have been able to catch this upside to 5 million market cap very early. We had found this coin even before the catalyst because I was aware of all like the tweeting that the White House intern had done prior to this. So I had thought this was a good narrative, and we ended up catching it super early. All right, the next coin I'm going to be going over is this coin called Peggy over here. As you guys could see, I had caught this coin at 69k market cap, which is extremely early. And essentially the narrative behind this coin was Pudgy Penguins was being sued by other crypto companies for kind of like stealing their logo, which is like their trademark little penguin. And if you guys don't know about Pudgy Penguins, they're one of the biggest meme coins that there ever was. They ended up hitting 4.5 billion market cap, which is absolutely huge. And yeah, the fact that they were being sued is pretty insane news, especially in the meme coin world. So basically, this picture right over here is like the original kind of picture that they kind of copied essentially. And someone had made a meme coin called Peggy Penguins because like essentially the fact that they stole like the trademark like logo, they might have also stole the name. So they had just changed the name from Pudgy to Peggy, and this coin absolutely exploded because of how insane this news was. We ended up catching this at 60k. I personally got in a little late. My entry was at like 180k on my Axiom account, and this coin was definitely a slow cook because it didn't really explode till a lot later after. I ended up I ended up bidding after this run up to 400K at like 200K ish, and I had ended up riding it to the all time high almost because of how insane this news was. And just a quick note in the trenches, there's always some like ongoing metas that are going to be persistent. Obviously, there's going to be new metas that are always changing based on the trending coins, but some of the persisting metas are big time news coins surrounding like other past successful meme coins. Like let's say the dev of like Peanut the Squirrel like died or something, God forbid, but just like an example, then like that would be an insane narrative for a coin. Our animal coins that are like trending on TikTok always tend to do well. We like last month we saw the run up of Punch, the 50 million market cap, extremely viral monkey. And then lastly, politics always also do well in the trenches. So always just look out for like news coins and coins that could catch a lot of attention because those are the coins that end up running. And Peggy Penguin just had a really good lore behind it, and it also had a cult like type vibe because people in the X community were like changing their profile pictures to all these types of penguins. So it was a really good like community type of coin combined with an insane lore, which always creates the best types of coins. And we ended up catching this at 69K, and it ended up hitting 2.6 million market cap, which gave us a 37x on this play, which is absolutely insane. Alright guys, so the last coin I'm going to be going over today is this coin right over here called XPD. And let me just pull over the chart. Alright. As you guys could see, we had caught this play pretty early at like around the 60K market cap range. And this coin absolutely exploded to like 1.4 million market cap. We had caught it for a 20x almost. I think a little more. But regardless of that, the narrative behind XP, well, as we all know, right now, the U.S. is kind of pushing like World War III with Iran. And as we all know, Iran is one of the biggest suppliers for oil in the world. And because of that, because of the war, people are speculating that there's going to be an oil shortage, which there very likely will be. And because of that, someone had devved XPD. And this coin was called petrodollar. And essentially, the narrative behind the coin was that it was the first oil coin like ever devved. If we go over to their X community, we will be able to see that the first ever oil coin, this coin was originally created in 2014, and they had onboarded the original dev to this project. Let me just pull it up over here. Yeah, right over here. As you guys could see, just found the OG oil coin dating back from 2014. OG dev onboarded, and there was like a bunch of proof of the OG Twitter and such. And we had also in previous days seen an oil coin run to 700K. And if you guys are active in the trenches, you guys know that OGs always do very well. So me personally, I had ended up jeting this coin pretty early because I didn't expect it to run to 1.4 million. But this coin kind of exploded, and the main reason why was because it's like very political related, especially with the Iranian war, because they're one of the world's biggest oil supplier. And it also had a very good lore behind it, like from a trenches aspect, because they had onboarded the dev from a 2014 coin, which is very early in the meme coin space. Back then, meme coins were not easy to make. It took a lot of work, and yeah, that was kind of the lore behind this and the reason why this ran so crazy. And it honestly might keep on going up. It might slow cook back up from here. That probably not to all time highs, but with the war persisting, like I could definitely see this rising a little bit. Obviously, not financial advice, but that's just my take. But yeah, that's why I ended up bidding XPD, and we ended up catching this for a 20x, which is very good. Alright guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and cap off the video here. I went over the three coins that did very well that I bid. Of course, there was a bunch more, but I don't think I'll be able to cover all of them in this video. Of course, if you guys are interested in more of these call outs, tap in with the link in my bio. I'll be making a bunch of free callouts, and of course, I have a premium side of the server. And even just aside from that, if you guys ever want like a group to trade with, we be trading in here pretty often. So tap in.